What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry if my voice is a little light or coarse. I just got back from Las Vegas and I feel like every time I travel, whenever I'm on an airplane, I always get sick after, and I can definitely tell that my throat is getting kind of scratchy. So sorry if my voice is a little off or I have to kind of take breaks throughout this video. Like I said, I was in Las Vegas for the last week. You guys can see my keto vlog where I talked about everything I ate in Vegas on keto. I'll put it in the eye up here. When I returned, I got this package in the mail from Colourpop. This is their new foundation sticks. They just recently launched these. I ordered them right before I left for Vegas and they just came in. I haven't even peeked inside this package yet. I figured I would just do a first impressions of the foundations and let you guys know what I think of them just off of my first impressions. So I believe that these come in 30 different shades and they retail for $10. I got 3 different shades. It was really hard for me to choose what foundation color to get just because I'm not very good at just looking online and choosing the color. I like to swatch things in person, but I guessed. And I did get one that was a little bit darker for a contour bronzer shade. So the 3 colors I got were Light 50W, Fair 25W, and then for the bronzer shade, I got Dark 167W. I am pretty fair right now because I don't have any of my self-tanner on at the moment. I've been really lazy. They look like this. They actually feel like pretty heavy to the touch. Like, they're not lightweight at all. They definitely feel kind of like solid. Let's swatch the different colors here. It does seem to come with a lot of product for a stick foundation, which is really nice. And personally, I like stick foundations in the wintertime just because I do get really dry and I like a little bit of extra like creaminess and moisture in my skin. And I always like to buff out stick foundations with a brush over a beauty blender just because I don't like the way that they sheer out with a beauty blender. I never seem to get a good blend with a beauty blender, so I always use a brush. Okay, right here is Fair 25. This is Light 50, and this is Dark 167W. I do like a really warm bronzer and kind of like cheek color, so I think that these are pretty decent shades. I feel like I'm right between these 2 colors. I think I'm going to go with the darker color today though. And I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. If you guys are wondering what I'm wearing on my eyes, I am wearing the Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics, which I love. It is such a good palette. This is Light 50. When I swipe these on my face, they don't feel super creamy. Like sometimes I feel like the issue with cream or stick foundations is that they're too creamy. And this one feels, I mean, it feels soft, which is nice, but it doesn't feel overly like it's gonna move around. And personally, I like to use stick foundations kind of when I'm in a hurry and out of convenience sake, just because they are fast to just kind of swipe on and blend out. I like it when it's like a no makeup look, or like you're running errands and you just have to get out the door and it's quick, just evens out your skin tone. So that's what I like to use stick foundations for. It is a little darker than my neck and my chest, but that's okay just because I will like bronze everything up, and that was my bad choosing the wrong color. So I would say this is about a medium coverage. You can definitely see like my freckles and stuff kind of peeking through the foundation still, but it did get rid of my redness. I do really like it. This is what I would do if I'm just like running out the door and I wanted to be really quick. I'm just gonna do another layer to see if it's pretty buildable. It does have like a light sheen to it too, so you can kind of like see that it has a little bit of a luminosity, which I like just because I like a really hydrated looking skin. Okay, I'm just going to apply a little bit of this Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. I really like this, it's good. I like that it's not too light, so it doesn't like overly highlight my under eyes because I have hollows and I don't want to like bring those hollows forward. So I like to just use a concealer that's pretty close to my foundation color these days. Okay, Now I'm going to use the darker color, which is the 167W. I have been really into warm bronzing. While I was in Las Vegas, I was on the hunt for the warmest bronzer I could find, and I found a very good one. I like that red base. So you guys will have to check out my Vegas haul video that I'm going to be filming next, because I got a lot of good stuff. I feel like that's what I mostly did when I was there, was just a ton of shopping, which is like my favorite thing to do. I'm pretty good at spending money. This is blending out really pretty. I like the color of it. It seemed to really buff in easily. So as of right now, I think I'm going to try to avoid putting on too many powders on top of this, just so I can see how it's going to wear throughout the rest of today. It is kind of later in the day. It is 4:37. I didn't get around to filming earlier just because I am feeling really sick, and I just couldn't get motivated. I am going to off camera put on a little bit more bronzer, but I'm really gonna try not to powder my skin too much just because I'm curious to see how it wears. And I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I just added on a little bit of bronzer, blush, highlight, and a lip. As of right now, I feel like the foundation and cream bronzer do look really nice on my skin. I felt like it was super fast and easy to apply. I felt like there was a lot of product in the stick. Like the container is like really nice packaging. It feels nice and sturdy and heavy. So far so good. I am really liking it. Granted, I have dry skin. I like cream foundations a lot of times. I feel like they make my skin just look hydrated and younger, youthful looking, just because it gives me kind of some luminosity back into my skin. But I will let you guys know what I think about this foundation in a few hours and kind of check back in. So like I said, it is 4:45 right now. I will be back in a few hours to kind of give you guys an update or any thoughts that I have. What's up, you guys? I am back. My throat is really hurting. Obviously, I got into some comfier clothes and I am really tired, so I'm sorry that I am kind of low energy right now. And I had to be kind of quiet because of my voice. It is 10:45. My last check-in was at 4:45, so it's been about 6 hours since I checked in with you guys last time. I haven't really looked in the mirror recently, so I don't really know how the foundation looks. I am looking a little bit oily on my forehead and my nose and my chin. I'll just zoom you guys in so you can see that. Oh, too far, too far. I am looking a bit oily here on my forehead. Definitely a lot on my nose, which is pretty normal for me because that's where I do tend to get oily, is like the sides of my nose and the top of my nose. And a little bit on my chin here as well. Some of it has kind of rubbed off on my chin, but I ate dinner, was laying on the couch and things like that, so it doesn't surprise me because I probably have been touching my face a lot right there. Other than that, I do kind of like the way that it is wearing. It has kind of like a little bit of a luminosity to it, which I personally like, especially in the wintertime, like I said earlier. Honestly, because I got so oily just kind of in my T-zone here, next time I will powder it all the way like I normally would, but just kind of to see how it wore throughout the day, I decided not to powder this time. I actually do really like the way that it looks. I think it's a good color. I think that it was easy and quick to use. The price point is awesome. It's only 10 bucks. That's a steal. And I felt like you got a pretty good amount of product in here. So honestly, overall, I really like it. I felt like it was medium to buildable coverage. I would say that the finish is dewy. I believe on their website they said that the finish was skin-like, which it does look skin-like, but I would say it's a dewy finish. I think that the contour color was also really pretty. I would recommend it to you guys if you guys have dry skin. I don't know how this will work for oily skin. It might be too much. And if you guys want me to give you an update, maybe in a future video, and let you know how I feel about it after I've used it a little longer, other than just the first impressions, I'll totally do that for you guys. But yeah, that's it. I'm super tired. My eyes are heavy. I think I'm just gonna go to bed and hopefully this sore throat will go away very soon. All right, you guys, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.